Hello, gentle viewers. This is Abendian, welcoming you to our new series, Star Traders Frontiers. Star Traders Frontiers is based off of a mobile game called Star Traders. And as we play through, you'll notice there's a lot of things that still lead you to believe that the core of this game was intended for mobile. We're going to be flying around the galaxy, helping out individual people, maybe murdering other people, maybe helping people, then murdering them. You can't murder them and then help them. That's not how murder works or helping works. You can even play non-violently if you desire, which is a pretty cool thing that I wish more games would allow you the option to do. There's also tons of stuff to unlock, and the game is still being updated as we speak. So if we click on this Unlocks button, a lot of this you'll see reward coming soon, reward coming soon, reward coming soon, reward coming soon. I've currently unlocked nothing in the game. Ooh, is there like a second screen? Oh, there is. Neat. So that's something to consider if you're looking for a new game to play. We're going to be creating our own captain, and we'll have a think about what kind of captain we want to have. So you can always pick one of the default templates: a pirate, explorer, tracker, or traveler. But that's boring. Let's make our own template. So the first thing you need to decide as you're looking at the game is what's most important to you. Your experience. This is the starting level of your captain, your officers, and your crew. The quality of the ship. Your contacts. Your attributes, which specifically apply only to the character. Please note that the attributes don't change, which I actually didn't know until I literally just looked at this. And then finally, your skills. Now, in my opinion, the most important thing for anyone is your ship. So that's going to be the most important thing. Contacts are highly underrated because contacts give you the best missions. They help advance the story, and they can let you do some pretty other cool things. Like get trading licenses to sell stuff that may be of questionable legality. So we're going to leave contacts at sea. Attributes. The question is, what's more important, experience or attributes? And it's hard to argue that it's not attributes. Or it's harder that it's not experience. Attributes will affect roles during the game, and your role counts the most during certain things. Let's actually talk about rolling, because it's kind of important. In a lot of ways, this is D&D, sort of. It's a lot like Dungeons and Dragons, and that as we play through the game, we're going to be making different tests. And the most important source of how well you do on these roles is your own attributes, but your crew matters a lot too. So I think we're going to prioritize experiences B, attributes is C, now different skills offer certain bonuses and they're randomly acquired. I don't even think you can pick them. I think this is good. I think this is a good mix, because the most important thing for us is the ship, so let's find ourselves a ship. We'll lock stuff in place. Alright, so we need to pick our ship. And whatever we don't pick, we'll immediately go to, we'll also get a portion of the money we spend. Okay, so our budget's $580K, which is really good. Okay, so how do we want to play this game? I have mostly played as a spy type, which is really cool for certain situations, but I'm ready to try something new. And, I suspect that what you folks are going to want to probably see is combat. So I think we're going to pick the Juror class. Is kind of good at everything, which means it's not very good at anything. The Scout Cutter's really fast. It's got good fuel. It's pretty durable, but the armor is not great. We could go with a freighter, but we can't actually afford that. Oh, we could get the Fidelis Cruiser. Oh, it's pirates and smugglers. Okay, that's maybe not so good. Heavy lift is ideal for merchants. I think we're going to go with the Paladin. So mass is fixed. You cannot change the mass of the ship, and the mass tells you what you can put on the ship to upgrade it. Hull is how much you take before you go kaboom. Armor and shield absorb damage before it goes kaboom. Fuel to 40 is good. We can have 5 officers and 30 crew. I think the Paladin... I think we're going to be more of like a military-style adventure. I think it'll be the most fun for purposes of the crew. It's big and it's bulky, but I think this is going to be a good choice for us. Nice. Experience. Now, so you pick an archetype, but you have lots of variations within it. So I think we're going to go military officer, which means you're going to be working for a specific faction, which, you know, is whatever. Oh, the alternative would be like a bounty hunter. Do we want to be beholden to a particular faction is the question. It'll give us some pretty good bonuses for the purposes of that faction. We might also be a little more restricted in what we can and can't do. We can be a bounty hunter. Ooh. This is tough. I think we're going to go military officer, but remember, this isn't a straitjacket. There's nothing saying we can't change this later. Alright, attributes. So we have 30 additional points. We're a soldier, right? So strength is going to matter. Let's go up to 20. We're going to need to be pretty tough. And I think maybe increase... Ooh, charisma matters. We're an officer, right? Yeah. I think maybe we bump everything else up by... Or maybe we bump it up to... Let's bump up strength and charisma. And what we'll do, this gives us... Oh, wow, we can't do that. Never mind. Ah, we only have 6 points left to assign now. That's fine. So we're going to bump up 2 more points and everything. We're going to lead from the front. So my plan is to basically make us a sword carrier and go stabbing folks. That's the plan. Contacts. So this is important. We need to pick who we want to be our contacts. Tons of choices. I would have to think we're kind of on the straight and narrow. Obviously, a military commander would be one of them. So we can just to get missions, we can get promotions to gain rank, we can get special recruits, pardons if things go wrong, and we can get new contacts. We also need one additional one. Who else would a soldier want to have as their friend? Prince is always good, but I played with the Prince a bunch of times. I know what a Prince is going to kind of do. Maybe a mechanic. That seems reasonable. Let's go for a mechanic. So this other mechanic will also help us with recruits and also help us with missions. So perfect. Now we only need to do some skills. Now we actually have no skill points, which is not ideal, But that was the risk we took when we assigned it to E, and I'm kind of fine with this. We're going to call the template Officer Kick Ass. There we go. And then we launch. Alright, so we need to decide, okay, change map. Ooh. Yes, let's generate a brand new map. That sounds wonderful. We're now with 28 quadrants, standard density. Sounds good. Alright. Alright. Now, I've always begun the game with the Kadar Syndicate. Which gives you a bonus to military and a bonus to starport. They control 3 quadrants. 4 quadrants, 3, 4... 3, 2... 3, 2, 4. Okay. So, one of the things you can do during the game is help individual factions or hinder other factions. The last 2 times I've played as the Kadar Syndicate, and I think it would be cool to pick someone else. Could go with House Thaloon. And we're trying to be like nobility. That sounds cool. The other possibility is the Steel Song Clan, which has the largest military, but it only controls 2 quadrants. We're trying to be fairly honorable, so I think maybe House Thaloon is the one to pick. You can play as different difficulties if you want to. We'll just pick basic. So basically, if we lose, we don't die. We just don't play anymore. Up until you get to hard, we're going to pick basic just so that we can learn how to play the game. And maybe later on change things a bit. We're going to manually assign the talents. There's a reason for that, which we'll talk about when we actually create the character. Do you want to be a man or a woman? I think maybe like he's got to be bald, so we're going to find whoever happens to be bald. Come on. There we go. His face is kind of goofy looking, but I'll take it. We're going to change the uniform. Needs to be very prim and proper. Ooh, I like that one. Kind of like a little bit of a Shogun feel to it with the little arm pads and stuff. Yeah, we'll go with this one. And we'll pick a male captain. And we're going to be Captain of Indian. And we're going to launch. I'll talk more about how the game works off as we play. We're in Bittinger Circle. 1 year ago, I became a Star Trader captain. There are no voices in the game. Everything is text-based. We've inherited our great uncle's charter. I am willing. I will make House Thaloon proud in deed and word. Of course I will. Even though my eyes are very weird and so is my nose. As a Grav and took the stars. A Grav is someone that lives on a planet. And to denote some officers and crew, we live by the unique code of the Star Traders. Make our own way among the stars. We stay alive and take care of the ship, no matter what. The life of a spacer is a hard one. My officers have my back, and together we face the void. Captain, we've reached a stable orbital trajectory over Giganteus. That's a good name. Should we engage the void engine? Let the engines rest. We need a moment for council. Officers, gather round. You all heard the message that I received at the starport today. A Thulun prince has requested that we transport a Zendu arbiter to his system. He is willing to pay handsomely, it seems. Speak your minds. Perry Mycat. Captain, the woman is an arbiter. She may be one of the most dangerous people in the galaxy. Isaac McCourist. But also one of the most powerful. Look at that jaw. You could, cut glass on that jaw. It means she's of the Zendu bloodline, like the Templars, says Isaac Fair. It is rare that a Star Treader captain is called on to help an arbiter. This Estelle Brockstrom could be an invaluable ally. So this beginning story is the same. That's kind of disappointing. I've heard said that working for a Zendu can be both a blessing and a curse. She claims she only needs a short lift across the quadrant. The pay would be good. There's much to consider. Your thoughts are appreciated. Dismissed. Arbiter Estelle Brockstrom is waiting for us at Moon Landing in his passage to the court of Prince Caligon Phaeon. Both she and the prince could be powerful allies. However, if we wish to avoid entanglements, we can go our own way. And so we have a waypoint, and we can decide what to do from there. Yes, fine. I know how things work. Alright, so welcome to Star Traders. Before we do anything else, we're going to look at the missions we have. So 20 astronomical units. We have a passenger to pick up. Missions always offer the best pay, the most rewards, but there's other things you can do as well. We know that lots of crew members need to be leveled up, and we know that we have enough fuel to make a hyper warp jump. When you start running out of fuel, and we have 40, I think, people and the crew start to get angry. And there can be things like mutinies, which are pretty bad. We're not going to look at the map. We're not going to look at the map right now. We're not going to look at the atlas or talk to the officers. We're going to decide on our crew, and we're going to start with ourselves. So every character in the game has stats, HP, morale. When morale gets really low, they start to think about mutinying. Although the captain can't mutiny because that would be silly. Our starting skills are 2 in pistols, 4 in command, and 2 in tactics. We are inspiring. Whenever we level up, there's a chance that we could get a permanent bonus to command. And we have a boost to fortitude and a boost to armor. We got that from our background, so our fortitude is actually 23, which is pretty good. We have our equipment, and I would like to change to a sword. Yeah, we're going to be a swordsman. We don't have any equipment, so we'll have to worry about that later on. And there's only one choice for armor. Visual, we can change what he looks like. Oh, cool. We could give him a hat. Yes. We must give him a hat. A good captain's hat. Oh, the old style admiral hat. I love it. Do it. Eye patch. That's maybe a little bit on the nose. Instead of hammer and sickle, no, my guy's not a communist. That's fine. I really want to change his nose. But I guess that's fine. Wait, what? You're changing his facial hair. That's not permitted. I'm going to find the same guy just for purposes of... There we go. Well, we're going to pick a different hat. I like the idea of having a hat, but we want something a little bit less ostentatious. There we go. A nice commander's beret. I do want some kind of eyewear. There we go, some sunglasses. That'll put the fear into our opponents. We could change our armband. They all look kind of dumb to me. Perfect. The two most important things in any crew... you cannot dismiss yourself. That's fine. Are jobs and talents. So let's start by talking about jobs. We are currently a level 3 military officer. Every time you level up by picking a particular job, you add 3 skills. In this case, pistols, tactics, and command. The captain and officers can hold up to 3 jobs. Crew members only get 1 job. We need a second job. And I think the obvious choice is swordsman. Because we're going to be a swordsman. We're leading from the front. Let's add the job swordsman. Once you've picked a job, you unlock other talents. And talents are really what make characters what they are. Alright, so we get 2 points to spend. And there's a whole load of things we need to consider. Alright. So certain things affect combat. We'll notice this for the Blademen. Other things automatically pass a test. So in this case, we can automatically succeed at tactics. We can automatically succeed in a tactic, which is really handy. When completing steps in a mission, we can increase our faction reputation, which is pretty nice. We can find the hideaways of smugglers. And we can buff an individual crewman. So I think the first thing we're going to take is we're going to take Stiff Salute. And this is really important. Basically, this lets us end an encounter with a military officer or a captain without spending too much money, which is really important. We're going to train that. And we're going to train something to make us even better as a blade. So if we attack, there's a chance that we can counterattack if someone attacks me. That sounds really helpful. Do it. And so now we have set up our captain. As you unlock higher ranks and jobs, you'll be able to unlock other abilities. I think it changes at 5. I think it's 1, 5, 8, and 10. Because 10 is, I think, the highest rank you can get in any job, I think. No, we're going to use for actually every person in the crew, which I did deliberately. Alright, so now we've got one of our officers. He's a doctor. We really, really, really need doctors. Because they're really good at healing and they're good in combat. We don't know one of his traits. We do know that he's a charmer with a boost to charisma and he's brave with a boost to initiative. If he's good at initiative, I think we need to make him a combat medic. I think we're going to do that with his other job. So he's level 1 in 2 different jobs, combat medic and doctor. Right away, we need something to help us heal. Cleansing Purge is a pretty good choice. So there we go. That's our second... As our officers level up, they'll get additional abilities. But it's important that we have someone we can take with us that can heal people. Next, our other officer, Perry Mikett. Perry's really good at everything, actually. Damn. He's focused. Only officers and captains in command positions. Okay. He's really good at everything. And he's a quartermaster. We're going to give him the commander trait as well. There we go. Talents. The ability to pass any command test is really helpful. Recruiting is really good. We get better attributes when we pick new crew. We get to find out one of their traits. If we defeat an enemy ship, we can inspire them. This is for ship combat. Steady hands would be a pretty nice test. We can get a bonus to find out what their trait is. Ship ops. I tend to not like giving the automatic passing of tests to officers, because there's a chance they might come in combat. So I think we're actually going to pick this one. We're going to pick Discerning Glance, something that gives us a free trait and better attributes when we hire new crew. Done. And our last officer. Oh, you look like you're an engineer. You would be, you're amazing at combat, so we're going to want to make sure you're really good at that. Yeah, here we go. He's an engineer. We're going to train you in something that boosts rifles even further. You're going to be crazy good at rifles. A sniper. That seems recent. Is there something even better, though? Something that maybe combines rifles and... Bounty Hunter. Yes, Intimidate's really good to have on your crew. Talents. Crippling Rifle pins the target, reduces their ability to deflect and their armor. Ooh, nice! Free repairs is really cool, but I think we're going to ignore that. We're going to take Lethal Trap. Alright, so let's go back to the crew roster now. Because I don't believe... Oh, we can level up everybody. Everybody, whoa, excuse me. Awesome. Alright. Now the crew, their stats matter less. He is steady and driven. He will never lose his morale, and he doesn't take as much morale. Interesting. He is a mechanic. He's a level 2 mechanic. So we're only going to be picking talents. I would very much like to pass any failed repairs. Although reducing the cost of repairs is also really handy too. We'll probably have more than one mechanic, so I'm going to take this one instead. Okay, what are you? Oh, you have the same last name as one of our officers. I wonder if you're like her kid or something. Spice is one of the ways to improve somebody's morale. You're a crew dog. Crew dogs basically have everything. We're going to take the... Okay, we know she's not going to want to go in the Spice Hall as much as others. Purging the ship of crippling ship effects is really good, but I think we're going to go for safety protocols. So if we ever do something, and which tests you'll have to go through are always random, she's automatically going to pass it if we would fail it otherwise. I think that's a good idea. What are you, a soldier? Yeah. Is your name literally... Oh, it's down here. Kara Calavarn. Okay. You can also tell which faction each person cares about, but it's honestly generally not worth wasting time with. We do need other people for combat. Let's go for Roaring Barrels. That sounds good. A boost to damage, armor piercing, and a debuffs to target. Nice. A snubber can never fire from the 4th position. Wait, what? Huh. Oh, it's her weapon. It's her weapon. Yep, she's got a shotgun. What is your preferred weapon? A rifle? Yeah, you've got 4 in rifles. We're gonna go ahead and hook you up with a... Because I don't want to give you shotgun. I want to give you something that you can attack with in the back row if we need to. Maybe a scout rifle. So if you ever played Darkest Dungeon, this is kind of similar. In that, people fight better from certain positions. Okay, accuracy is from quickness and rifle skill. Oh, what is your best stat besides... You've got really good quickness, so yeah, you're kind of a perfect rifle person. So yeah, we're going to go quickness and rifle. We're going to go with the scout rifle. Or could go with an LMG. No, the rifle is better. It's just better. Oh, so there's no AoE attack with an LMG, which is true. That is something you can use. But yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and give you a rifle. Okay. What is your deal? You're another crew dog. Good. So now we can pick something like failsafe protocols, which is really handy to have in ship combat. You look like you're also a soldier, or at least a rifleman. Yeah, you're also a soldier. You've got good quickness. Oh, you like to do patrolling. Interesting. Yes, you can buff yourself up, sure. Oh, no. Oh, damn it, I can't untrain it. I forgot about burst fire, which is just the best thing for a rifleman to have. Oh, well. We got another crew dog. The benefit of having multiple people that can automatically pass a test is that only one applies at a time. So the more you have, the easier it is to pass certain tests. It's really good to be able to re-roll cards, and we'll talk about that later on. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to train that. Okay. You're a pistolier. Okay. Pistoliers aren't super great in combat. We're going to take this one because at least it'll mean he'll go sooner because he'll get a boost to initiative. Pistoliers aren't my favorite. Good, a pilot. We're going to take Sure Landfall. Someone in the crew has to have this ability because it makes it a lot easier to land and you don't risk any problems. Another swordsman. You can have balanced blade. What are you? Are you another navigator? Oh, pilot. Okay. Pilots are really good. The ability to get away is always really handy. We're going to do evasive maneuvers, because being able to boost defense is more useful, because it means you might dodge an attack. Damn, we have another one. You can take sharp steering, then. So we can get away or close in as we need to. Jesus, we got a lot of navigators, or pilots, okay. Let's have someone that can help us pass a pilot test. Here's our navigator. Right. Yeah, we're gonna go with efficient route, which will make... Because the most expensive thing you can do by fuel is hyper jump. Having it be cheaper is very handy to us. You can have another one. We're a soldier. We're not going to be running away quite as often, so we're going to take someone who can read charts and help us pass. And you're going to take exacting design. An automatic pass is so useful that it's really good to have it on your crew. Ooh, are you a smuggler? Oh, you're an electronics tech. Reducing reputation damage is nice. But I think we're going to go with Hotwire so we can pass electronics. You are a gunner, so you're going to be on the ship. Boarding assault. It's too good. It's too good. Let's take alert scanner. Rumors are always handy. Another one of you, huh? If it hits... Interesting. The ability to reduce escaping is too good, though. Does anyone have ship ops? Yeah, you do. Let's go ahead and take another person to help us reroll patrol cards. Let's get a signature jammer. Reducing reputation loss is really handy. It gives us the ability to run away if we need to. Repairing weapons is really handy. Especially when it's free. We already have someone that can pass tactics, right? Or not tactics. We're not really going to be accessing black markets all that often. That's not really our thing. Let's just get an extra signature jam. No, let's get this one. So once you've used an ability, it takes 3 weeks for it to cool down. And I would like another past ship ops test, please. Somebody's got a sharp counter. I do, right? Fail tactics. Done. Oh, we're actually back to me. Okay, which means we've actually done it for everybody. So our crew roster, everyone's been promoted. And as we play through the game, we'll get additional people and we can make more decisions. How many people can we actually have on the ship? Get a maximum of 30 crew. Okay. And right now we have 24. Interesting. We may have to acquire other people later on. So we have a bridge, we have a hyperwarp, my quarters, we've got a missile system, and we've got a med bay. Got some other things too. We've got a nice variety of weapons. We'll probably decide what weapons we want to keep a little bit later on. Captain's log. No log entries. Okay. I've actually not unlocked any of these awards. That's embarrassing. Scores and stats. Okay. So this is our current ship values. So what it is you get a bonus for officers, but you also get different charges. You get different numbers based on the crew. And I think they had half the value of the crew. So, I think the first thing we're actually going to do is I think we're actually going to land. Because I want to get more crew if we can. Oh, I need a bigger barracks. Our barracks can't hold anymore. Right. We have to fire people. Okay, not worth it then. We'll buy 1 fuel. So here are the different tests that you make. Trade ban, conflict. Let's go back. So when you get to a planet, there are 3 things you can do on every planet in the entire, and most planets actually. You can patrol, you can blockade, and you can spy. So if you click on one of them, this tells you the different possibilities. 14% common, 52% good, 32% railroad. Here's what matters. It's about a 1/3 chance that we're going to get different things. Unexpected ship could be good, bad, or indifferent. We could take some damage. We have ship defense modules, so this won't be quite as serious. Oh, there's also 3 good things. This is why we took this one ability. Let's re-roll one of the bad cards. The unexpected ship. Oh boy. So what happens is it cuts down. We're actually going to change that so you guys can see it next time. We took 2 days. It took 2 days and we burned some fuel and we took a little bit of damage. So we can repeat, draw some new cards, and decide if it's worth the risk. I'm very quickly going to change it because I actually added to double the card speed, and I think it's more interesting if you guys see how it does. It also creates more drama. We're going to try it one more time. So we're going to click patrol, and what's going to happen is it's going to reduce a card 1 at a time. We face a pirate. House Thaloon likes us. Kadar, not so much. It's a pirate. We can either surrender or we can fight. It is a Fidelis cruiser, which means it actually has more hull points than us. But we have a much better captain, and we have about the same number of crew. We're going to try it. We can always choose to retreat, and this plus it shows off combat. So different weapons work best at different ranges. When do you work best at? You like range 3 to 5, best at 5. So we're going to spend 4 reactor points to fire our weapons. We have different talents. We're not going to do any buffs just yet. We're going to order us to move in. Because different weapons work best at different ranges. We've got some lovely level 4 weapons that work best at range 4. And then we have a couple that'll be good when we get closer in for boarding. Because I think boarding is going to be our best call. So every combat is turn-based. And what you're basically trying to do is injure the other ship until it blows up. Kill the captain. Or something similar. We have about the same speed. Our morale's better. Our shield is worse. Our armor is worse. But if we kill it, it'll be a nice feather in our cap. Let's end the turn. They fired and missed. We fired and missed. They fired and hit. They fired and hit. We fired and hit. And we close range. Alright. So you see we take a little bit of hull damage, but so have they. Oh, we're gonna cancel one of the Hellfire torpedoes because we need to get close enough to board. We need 4 reactor points to get closer. So we're gonna try to get closer, and then we're gonna decide which weapons to fire. Let's fire the Ares. Good radiation damage, good chance to crit. And we're going to boost our defenses by using the defense talent. There we go. There we go. Now we're taking some damage. Okay, the ship currently has an electrical fire. Alright, so now we can actually get close. We can actually choose to board if we want to. Why can't we board? Oh, for whatever reason, we can't use that particular person. That's irritating. We're going to go and use the Imperator Cannon. I don't have enough points to use anything else. Oh yeah, I do. I can use the Phoenix Lance. Nice. Because we're trying to get close enough to board. That is our objective. And I think we're going to run failsafe. Let's get rid of all the bad effects on our ship. Wow, we just totally missed everything. That's disappointing. Oh well. We're going to use all the close range weapons we can, and we're going to go ahead and close in. Alright, somewhere there should be a way to see what the actual differences is. Yeah, this is a bit irritating. Yeah, it doesn't tell us what the actual effects are. Oh well. We will get closer still. Damn it. We cannot hit the broadside of a bloody barn. Okay, we're at range 2, which is still not close enough to board. We need range 1. So we're going to keep firing. Come on, hit the guys. There we go. Now we get to the fun part. So you can either defeat a ship by blowing it up, by taking out its ability to flee, or by killing the captain, or all of its crew. We are boarding, my friends. We are boarding. And we'll soften it up a bit with our Phoenix Lance. End turn. What, did we fail the board? There we go. So once you board, you then enter crew combat. Now we're going to be taking slot 1. Our medic is going to be taking slot 4. We've got a pretty good shotgunner, don't we? Or rifleman. Isn't it Perry? No, it's Isaac, because I expressly took Bounty Hunter to give him a boost to rifles. And then I think we will take... I'm upset you can't actually look at like what she's... No. There we go. This is fine. When it says prefers, it means that's where they're in their best position. But to be perfectly honest, it matters most that our medic is protected. So at the beginning of every combat, you roll initiative, and then you determine who goes when. So there's different things you can do. You can refocus to gain HP. You can shoot with your weapon, which uses some of your initiative. Or this guy can heal. He's actually too far back to use a weapon. So we're just going to go ahead and tell him to refocus. And this will basically end his turn. And we just click it again. Wait, oh, so you have to click on the person. Yep. So now Isaac Fair. Using a weapon does use up some of the initiative. Alright, so we got Lethal Trap, which we can use to pin someone. Notice that their captain is not here yet. Alright. Oh, we can't burst, because we'd have to be in position 3 for that. So we're actually going to have to use a turn moving. That's irritating. Don't be shooting me, bitch. Roaring Barrels only works from the second position and can only attack the first two. That's pretty cool. But yeah, we kind of picked a bad group. I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna kill this one, or try to. There we go. Dead. Let's go for Sharp Counter. Now, because it uses more than its normal initiative, it actually means he won't be able to go again for a while, which is fine. Let's do a burst. We can hit the one in the back, we might be able to kill it. Kill them. Ah, damn it. You healed, so did you. You shot at people I don't want you shooting at. Alright, Cleansing Purge. Immediately heal our captain. Because if we get... We can't die, but if we did, the battle would be over. Alright, Lethal Trap. We can pin someone so they can't move around. Just used to hit this guy here. Morale Break means she lost her turn, if I'm not mistaken. Sharp Counter is actually still in effect. There's no reason not to just go for an attack, because then I'll get a second attack later on. Or I should anyway. Let's get some Roaring Barrels. That did not work. Cleansing Purge, heal up the captain. We're going to need to rethink our tactics for our next combat. And you did. Got him. And then, yeah, you can just heal the captain again. Everyone rerolls initiative. Because the turn is over with. Oh, you're too far back. Damn it. Well, let's give it a shot. Oh, dang. Good roll. We've won, but we haven't actually won the battle yet. What additional actions can we take? We could disable their torpedoes, or we could just weaken the entire crew. Let's do that. And we'll sabotage the ship, sure. So we've killed some of their crew. Oh, wait, how did I do that? Oh, you just click on the ship, and it tells you what the different things do. Cool. Firing canceled. Why is firing canceled? Oh, we're too close. Oh, no, firing confirmed. We're good. I don't need to escape. I just need to charge in again and board some more. And we're going to change up our tactics. We're going to use a different group, I think. Alright, so I like the sniper, but I think we'd have to push her back to the back row. So we're going to do that. And then I'm going to drop you. This is actually when you'd want a pistolier. You'd want somebody who can fight from the second row. Who's my pistolier? It's you. Let's try just to see how you'd actually turn out. So this means we got the rifle person in the far back, we've got the pistolier right behind me, and then we've got Isaac here up front. Cool. This is their captain. If we kill their captain, we win. Yep, we kill the captain, we win. So this is our goal. But it doesn't hurt to kill everyone else, too. Yeah, pistoliers kind of suck if you don't plan for them properly. Let's go for counters. So if he attacks me, then I will get a counter strike. There we go. Let's keep with the shooting. Dead captain. Go ahead and heal our captain. Do it again. We're getting some really good initiative rolls with him. Nice. Oh, you can only use roaring barrels if you're in second position. That was a bad decision then. See, I don't know the game well enough to know all the abilities backwards and forwards, which can be a bit of an irritation, but it's fine. Finish him off. Enemy defeated, victory. We'll damage some stuff. It's fine. Enemy captain is dead. We are victorious. Hooray! Okay. If we take the fuel, we don't suffer. Anything else we do will cause reputation loss. Ooh, we could take some cargo. Yes. We will not take the permits, because we will not take the spice because it's permit restricted, and it's going to take us a while to get enough stuff to do that. Cool. Back. I mean, they're kind of already not going to like us very much, but I think we'll go ahead and just end the combat. We have won. Huzzahs all around. We're going to quickly land, heal our crew members, buy some fuel, repair, pay people their wages. When you pay people wages, they level up, if they can level up, which obviously they always can't. And I think this episode's gone pretty long. I think you've gotten a nice flavor for how the game works. Next episode, we're going to begin with our first mission. We're going to drop off, we're going to begin the mission and make some decisions from there. It should be a lot of fun. Until next time, though, this has been Avindian. Thank you for watching. As always with the new series, it's really important that you comment down below. Let me know what you think of the video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And of course, you can like the video, which shows me that you're enjoying the video so far. But until next time, this has been Avindian. Thank you for watching, and I bid you good day.